Hey guys, welcome back to The Dent Life. My name is Dr. Komal Chopra, and today I will be talking about the fact that I have finally qualified. As you guys know, I've literally been suffering since 2012. That is when I decided to become a dentist, and that is when I took my A-levels and there was loads of crying. Then I did my application and there was loads of crying, and then I took 2 gap years and there was loads of crying. And then I did 5 years of dental school and there was loads of crying again. And then it ended with COVID-19, and then there was definitely loads of crying because of that. So lots of tears, and I have finally done it. It can be really hard to be a dental student or to be applying to dentistry. You kind of just feel lost all the time. So I thought I'd just give you guys some tips on how I think I got through dental school, and if I had known this earlier, it probably would have helped me a little bit more. First things first is that if you want to be a dentist, you need to make sure that your mind is absolutely set on it. And that is because you need to know you're doing it for the right reasons. So people think that dentists make a lot of money, which isn't true. We have to treat a lot of patients that tell us openly that they hate us and that they're scared of us. How can you be sure of that? By doing work experience. You guys need to speak to real life dentists. You guys need to see what it's like to be in their shoes. You need to ask yourself, are you committed to it? Are you motivated to become a dentist and to study for the rest of your career? If you're not really feeling it, then I wouldn't go into that. I remember when I was doing work experience, and I did work experience with 2 dentists, and they were polar opposites. So one of the dentists, he was a new graduate, absolutely loved dentistry. He just told me like, I'm going for a really good career, I'm going to be so happy. And then I had another dentist who hated her job. She basically told me she would never advise her children to do dentistry. She would never advise me to do dentistry, and it's just a lot of stress and she's not really happy in her job. It was nice for me to get both perspectives before I got my heart set on doing dentistry, and before I went into dental school. I already knew you can be really happy as a dentist and you can be not so happy as a dentist, and I went into it knowingly. So it's really important that you have your mindset to it and you know why you want to be a dentist. Second tip is you need a mentor. So no one in my family has a professional background. I'm the first person to graduate as a dentist. Also, I went to a state school which was actually recognised as a less advantaged school. So when I tell you that I had no idea what I was doing when I was applying, I actually really didn't have a clue. All I remember is looking on the student room, asking people's parents for help who weren't dentists but maybe new dentists and maybe had a doctor in their family or something like that. But yeah, it was really hard because I didn't have anyone close to me that was doing dentistry. And that's why I started this channel, because I know that I really struggled to find someone that could help me, and I just thought, if I know this stuff, why don't I just share it with other people? And it's really good that there's so many people out there, like on Instagram, there's so many dental students and dentists offering this help and service now, but back in my day, there was none of that. So yeah, make sure that you get a mentor, and not even just one, just make sure that you have a nice group of people that you can go to ask for help, because it's really important even when you're applying to dental school, and then throughout dental school, things like dental foundation training, applying for that stuff. I struggled again because I didn't have someone who was really close to me to ask questions. A third tip is study smart, not hard. So when I tell you guys that there are people I know that have like 3 pages of notes and somehow they do really well in the exams, and I'm there like with my folders and binders and I just did average. So it's really annoying, and I know half of it is down to genetics and just brain power. I don't have that much. What I've learned is studying for 10 hours will not make you smarter if your studying technique is wrong. You guys need to know what's your way to study. For example, is it watching videos? Is it reading articles? Is it making mind maps? Is it working in a group? Like, there's loads of different ways that you can be productive, and you need to figure that out. The earlier the better, because it just means you'll be more productive and you'll waste less time not studying, even when you think you're studying. Fourth tip is to be organised. With dental school, there is always so much going on all of the time, so you need to make sure that you're organised and you're on top of it. everything. The way you could do that is to keep track of things through a to-do list or a calendar. Don't be that cool guy that waits till 11:59.59 before they submit the assignment that is due in at midnight, because it will catch up with you, and it's not really cool at uni to not study because you're there to study. So the best way I got organised is by using to-do lists and setting targets for myself every week on what I need to get done, and having a calendar that in the beginning of the year, I just wrote down everything I need to do. And I have written an article about how to organise your patient diary. It's relevant to my university, but it might help you guys too, so I will leave a link down below for that as well. But yeah, again, you just need to find your own method of how to stay organised. Everyone has their different ways. I personally don't like timetables because I don't really stick to them. I prefer to-do lists, but whatever works for you. And the last tip is to please enjoy yourself. I'm still trying to figure this one out because I always feel like if I'm not stressed out, then I'm doing something wrong. So with the application journey being so tough and the course being so demanding, and now on top of that we've got this new thing about Instagram, and there are a lot of dental students and dentists trying to build a name on Instagram and have a community, which is amazing, but at the same time I know a lot of people are stressing out about it as well. So I just learned the hard way that you can't have the attitude of work really hard now and I'll reap the rewards later, because that later will literally never come. Because first it was my applications, then it was my demanding course, now it's DFT, then it will be my career, and on top of that the Instagram stuff I said. So there's just so much going on all the time. So yes, definitely work hard, but also make sure that you enjoy yourself, enjoy your A-levels and your application process, enjoy studying dentistry, and enjoy university, because these 5 years have flown by so quickly. It's actually crazy. So I know all these tips are really generic tips, but they're honestly what will get you through dentistry. If you're not passionate about it, if you aren't organised, and if you aren't a little bit carefree and just like to enjoy yourself, you're not really gonna enjoy the journey, and it's just gonna be really stressful. So I hope you found the video helpful. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me. Thanks for watching. This is Dr. Komal Chopra. I don't know when that's gonna get old, but I will see you in the next video.